Okay. All right. When I look into your eyes, your worth that sacrifice. If this is a love that my mom used to warn me about. Alright. Alright, guys. I know, obviously, we're going to be doing a live today. We're talking about, obviously, Red Pill Gang. Listen, because you guys requested I should talk about what Red Pill is. So, today's conversation, we're going to be talking about, obviously, what Red Pill is, what it's all about. And we're just gonna obviously have a good come in, let people slowly come in, and then we'll get started onto that as well. Hope you guys are good. Hope that your week has been good as well. Because I know, like, listen, fam, me personally, just been trying to. You guys probably see me. I'm trying to just do things and try to keep a focus. I think that's really my kind of thing now. I like to kind of be focused with you guys in terms of what I'm actually releasing out to you guys. Is it going to be content that's going to be make sure it's geared towards relationships, geared towards improving relationships, geared towards also as well making sure that you guys have the tools necessary. So yeah, Felicia, I see you. I appreciate you. More love. It's good to see you. Good to have you around. You know what I'm saying? Like, bada boom. You get me? But yeah. Fiona, what's good? 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 You get me? You know, black people in time, innit? We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Yeah, guys. Today's topic, like I said, we're really gonna just kind of just go deeper into what red pill actually means, what it means for your relationships, what does it also means as well, like future relationship, because there's a lot to cover. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, red pill community is a lot to cover, and yes, I will make sure that the few videos are gonna be self-help stuff. Make sure it's geared towards you guys improving relationships. I always have a motto, which is set the bar, which is to build, acquire, and repair relationships. That's what we want to see in this generation, right? Because I think there's a lot of videos out there that tell you about how to attain, but don't tell you how to maintain. They tell you how to grab. They don't tell you how to maintain that relationship. So it's all well and good attracting that person that you want, all well and good attracting the kind of person that you want, but how do you maintain that? It's all well and good, holding that new piece of gadget and toy in your hand, but if you can't maintain it, you know what I'm saying, it goes in the bin. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I want to see in this generation. As I'm sure you guys will, see around you all the time. There's so many relationships going on. I think I recently did a video on Latoya Luckett, and we did a video on her husband and her, and it's all well and good again attaining, but how do we maintain? How do we make sure we stay focused? How do we make sure these relationships flourish? How do we make sure that these relationships are a safe haven for people to be in, both men and women? Do you know what I mean? Because we are in a new generation. I think a lot of people got, and I would say, trying to go to the traditional mindset of what old school relationships used to be like. Man is the breadwinner, woman's in the kitchen, yeah, and it leaves no room for anything else. But we're gonna discuss all of that when it comes to red pill as well. So we'll start in a few seconds. Get me? Yeah, man, it's good to see you guys here, man. The mineral gang. Get me? You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Yes. Yes. Thank you for joining the team. If you're new as well, Abio, appreciate you. If you're new as well, guys, listen, we are family here. Also, because we're doing red pill. Sorry, my arm got locked there from gym. Also, because we're doing red pill, I don't know who's gonna join this chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. Red pill community, they're a bit mad. I'm gonna be real with you. So if I see them in here, I might be blocking a lot of people tonight. Hopefully not, but just in case, I'm giving that stern warning, because the man them that on Red Pill Gang tend to be quite solid with their opinions. You understand? Yeah? Very solid. All right, cool. All right, let's kick it off, because we've got a few people in there now. Let's kick it off, man. Let's kick it off. All right, let me get my notes up. Make sure we're ready to go. It's the Red Pill Gang. Yes, Yenny, it's good to see you as well. Appreciate you. Fiona. What is red pill? What is red pill? I'm gonna explain all of that. Don't worry, I'm gonna come to that. I'm gonna explain what the red pill gang is. You understand? Yeah, we're gonna explain that. So let's get into the video now. I know obviously not everyone's here now, but they will join when they join. You get me? They can watch the reverb of this video. So talking about red pill gang. What is the red pill gang? Hello, everybody who's joining. What is the red pill gang? Well, many of you guys may have watched Matrix, the film. This is where the original understanding of what red pill is. Okay. So Matrix, in the Matrix, there is Morpheus, the main character, comes to give 2 pills to Neo, okay, who's also the One, okay. So I don't know if you notice Neo's name spelled backwards is One, okay. Very okay. It's probably not that much important for this, but I just wanted to bring it out there anyway. So you got Morpheus here offering him a blue pill and a red pill. The red pill, if he takes it, he will show Neo the true nature of the world, okay. And if he takes the blue pill, he will remain ignorant to what's happening around him. So he will never know the truth of what's really happening around him. He will go back to being ignorant and unaware, okay? That choice is a blue pill and a red pill. Well, out of that particular choice, a whole movement was made, okay? They actually started off, or they still continue to be as MRA, which is men's rights activism. If anybody here is red pill, please, this is me explaining as much as I can. I can't give the whole depth of what it is. But the MRA, men's rights activism, are pretty much a direct opposition to what we call second or third wave feminism. Okay? Yeah? Men's rights activism, which is a branch or probably part of the birth of red pill community, they are in direct opposition to the feminist movement. I should say second or third wave. What does that mean? Second or third wave feminism is all about, I guess, the change of generations and how, obviously, in this generation now we're fighting for equality in terms of work rights and relationship even equality. How feminism has fought for not there to be. Has fought for like things like rape and marriage, because beforehand in UK it wasn't rape and marriage wasn't a problem, it wasn't a problem because my G, it was something that was, I wouldn't say normalized, but it just never was legal. It was never illegal to do this thing, right? Because of the way that we looked at women, we looked at women as property. And let me put this front to you. God never had that idea of women being property. That is something that is traditional, or I should say cultural, that has our interpretation towards women. And actually we see Jesus being countercultural to that when we see him take the woman that committed adultery, not just by herself, but he asks, listen, you're bringing me this woman, but where's the guy? Listen, I don't do them things that you lot are doing. You lot out here just wanting to stone a woman, yeah? But where is the guy? The guy that was committing adultery by herself. I'm confused. Where's the guy? So you can see that men, and when I say men, I'm talking about the whole world, okay? They have their own ideas and their own thoughts and their own construct of what they feel is right and what is wrong, okay? And our interpretation of that has grown to a point where we saw women as just property. Why is this important? Because we're talking about red pill. Okay, and so like I said, a branch of red pill, or shall I say even the creator or the father of it, whatever you want to call it, was men's rights activism. Okay, and that's all about making sure that men get fair and equal rights. So my first kind of question I had to ask myself is this: if they believe that men's rights activism is all about men's rights and it's in direct opposition to feminism, what is the problem with men's rights activism opposing feminism, or feminism being in direct opposition to men's rights activism? The problem here is that the men feel like they haven't got equal rights with women, and they feel like feminism is, and I put this loosely in words, a demonic entity that is pushing more feminine, more female rights in order to push out the male from society. And some of the things that I read sounded like as if they blamed people being feminine as to why people are gay, as to why there's a rise in homosexual activity, homosexual rights. This is kind of like the push for it. It's like, so they believe that obviously the more that women get rights, or the more that they push for these feminist rights, the more that society suffers. That's men's rights activism, okay? Then we're talking about actual red pill. Now, red pill is a vast community, okay? It's not one thing. Now, the main part we're going to focus on is obviously relationships, but when I broke it down, I looked at it, red pill actually breaks down into politics. PUA, which is pickup artists. It delves into race. It can delve into religion. It can delve into media. It can delve into mgtow. I think someone even put it in here, which means men go their own way. Okay, all right. So red pill is all about, in totality, what the red pill actually means is it's used to refer. This is one aspect of it. Red pill is used to refer to a process by which a person's perspective is dramatically transformed, introducing them to a new, typical, disturbing situation. That understanding of a true nature is now talking about, in red pill community terms, not oftentimes, is about the true nature of a woman. Okay, it's one aspect of it, yeah? And then the true nature of what life is really about. Okay, so that's what they look at. They look at if you take the red pill, it means you're exiting the fake, or I should say the constructed life that has been force-fed to you, and you're exiting it. Now, it sounds great at first because it sounds like, okay, you know, they don't believe in the traditional potential media. They just told you. They don't believe in so when it comes to red pill, it's almost like they don't believe in when you take a red pill, you're meant to exit out of the construct. Remember like in Matrix, where when Neo realizes that he was a part of the Matrix, it was a machine that was actually keeping people alive. They weren't actually alive, they were just machine operated. They were batteries basically. And so taking a red pill here means that you've kind of ascended out of the Matrix and entered into the real world, and you realize the real world. Here's the problem with that though. Neo realizes he's still in the Matrix. Even though he's out of the Matrix, he's still in the Matrix. Why do I say that? Because he still realized that, bruv, at the end of the day, fam, the machines were real. Like, even if I'm in a construct, I realize those machines there too. Like, there was something bigger than me, right? I know in the end, obviously, he kind of wins, I say put this, kind of wins. But the whole point is this, like, the whole point of this is that the red pill is meant to take you out of your original thinking. Red pill is meant to deliver you from what you thought life was about. Here's one of the things that you may hear or say, that women that when you're a blue pill, that means when you've succumbed to life's explanation about life and about women, what you understand about relationships is that men do everything for women's purposes. Yeah, men do everything for women's purposes. I mean, if you get a job, if you get a brand new car, if you become famous, whatever, it's all because you were doing it potentially for this woman or woman. Yeah, that's the reason why you're kind of doing it. Yeah, your life was more concentrated on the fact that you were here to serve a woman. If you're blue pill, I'm kind of paraphrasing what they think. Then red pill means to exit that thinking and say, actually, as a man, especially as a man, no. Your life is not to fulfill the needs of a woman. It's for you. Okay, that's normal. Like your life was everything. Everybody knows that your life is not meant to be for some women, right? But they go one step further. That's the thing. Right? They go that little bit step further, and we're going to go there. So I'm going to read another explanation of red pill. Red pill means no illusions about the reality of a female nature. And here's another definition. The problem is that they believe society to have put men at a disadvantage. So if you're red pill, you believe. I shouldn't say that. Let me be objective here. I mean, I'm just looking. When I hear that, I get confused. Now, I'm not saying that men don't get, done dirty in some areas, but to say that men have less rights than women in the society, they believe that this society is geared towards women. I'm a little bit like, yo, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that really mean? You mean to tell me that you believe as a male that you've got less rights than a woman in the society? you believe that the society that is coming, the society we have now, is geared to favor women more than it is to men. I'm confused. I'm mad confused because I don't see that in my society. I don't see how disproportionately you can look at the laws, look at our systems, look at your workplace, and think to yourself, yeah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. Men do have less rights than women. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't really correlate with what we see in life. Okay, but we're going to continue. So these are some of the things. So I'm going to read something now. So one of the definitions I picked up from a guy who was doing a conference for red pill, blue pill. Here's what he put for blue pill. Okay, and I think these are really good. I actually think there is. Okay, let me put it this. There is a lot of truth when it comes to the red pill community. Okay, why do I say there's a lot of truth? There's a lot of truth because they do explain psychology of certain female natures, and I put bracket here that there are certain women that do fit the narrative of your female nature you are describing in red pill. The problem is the way that you label and tar everybody. And the difficulty here about red pill community is that there are, like I said, there are different factions. So when you look at PUA, which is the pickup artists, okay, so the guys like AMS, Chilled Steph, and all these things or whatever, they're talking about picking up women. They're talking about how to get a woman. They're talking about how to attract a woman. And they might be talking about how to be a high value male, how to chase your purpose, how to chase your goals, and then let women chase you. And so there's another aspect. There's another aspect to when it comes to red pill. They might not overtly say it, but the other aspect is that, look, red pill is about exiting everything. So a part of it is exiting also religion, organized religion. Because why? Organized religion is another way to control the masses. Organized religion is another way to be in the blue pill. Why? Because you are conforming to the construct of what this life is saying. It's mad. And I looked at it and I go, so what? I mean, so if religion is now a blue pill, what's your God? This is what I have to ask my question, because there is nobody on this earth, if you're atheist or not, you worship something. You worship something. You worship something. Because you're not the greatest thing on this earth. Here's why I'm going to say this, you're not the greatest thing on earth. If you don't worship a God, let's say Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, even witchcraft, whatever you call it, African spirituality, whatever you want to consider it, right? They have deities and gods. If you don't have that and you don't believe in a God, you believe in knowledge. You believe in wisdom. You believe in understanding. That's your God. You believe in money. Yeah? That's your God. You believe in your hobbies. You believe in your craft. You believe in your own self. You've made yourself a God. There is something you're going to worship. You understand? There is something you're going to worship. Irrespectively, it's going to be something that is greater than you. You know what I'm saying? Right? And you are going to somehow have to find something to worship, because as human beings, we've been built to worship. You can't come out that. Do you know what I mean? But this is not a sermon. This is me talking about red pill. All right, cool. So I'm gonna read something that the guy put on there on his thing. Guys, well, make sure you like the video as well. It just helps with the optics. It helps everybody as well. Just keep liking it. Do you know what I mean as well? All right. So we're gonna talk about pills. Okay. Pills. Okay. So one of the guys said, he said blue pill. This is what he said. He said molding your life to the expectations of society, regardless of what their desires are. So what he's saying here is that people who are blue pill are people who, they don't want to, they want more out of life, but they're unable to meet their desires. So they just conform to the bare minimum. Okay, I mean that's real life, isn't it? It's like having a striker on the team, yeah? It's like having a striker on your team. He has all the intention of scoring a goal, but he hasn't got a conversion rate. Yeah, it's life in general, right? Another thing of blue pill is believing everything you are told about how things work without questioning, okay? So another blue pill mentality or blue pill is that you don't question how things work in life. You just accept everything that comes your way, okay? Okay, again, I can't disagree. I'm not, I mean, I wouldn't call it blue pill, but again, I don't disagree. I understand what the thinking is, all right? Another thing here is operating from a state of fear, conservation, and scarcity. Now, again, I don't disagree. Again, I think a lot of us do. And the Bible even tells us we have a spirit not of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. Listen, you know, so we do have a society that does operate from a basis of fear, conservation, and scarcity. We do. It's natural. Even when it comes to dating, especially if you're a woman, you know the scarcity of men, let alone good men. Like I'm gonna bring men and then good men. The scarcity just keeps like it's real. You know what I'm saying? But it's saying obviously blue pill people kind of operate from a place of fear. Okay, cool, I get it. And then blue pill also as well are interested in security, not freedom. So basically, like for instance, like let's say for instance, like you have an idea to go into business and be free and do your business, but you choose to work for the man. You choose to work for the company because you like your paycheck. Okay, I'm not disagreeing. These are rounded points which I think everyone can take in and work with it. Right? Here's red pill. This is one of the slides that he did. He said, red pill, going after what you want, optimizing your life regardless of what society says. So the red pill is all about making sure you go and do more, exceed your expectations, make your life as you wanted to make it. Again, I don't think anybody would disagree with that. I think we can all work with that. And this is what I'm saying to you. There is levels to this thing we call red pill. Yeah? There is a motivational side, which is telling men to get better, which is telling men to do more, which is telling men to put the work in, which is telling men, listen, where you say you're at right now, it's not enough, okay? But we're going to break some stuff down, okay? Another of the things is this, red pills. They forming opinions based on real-world experience, not society-induced. I can rock with that to a degree. So another thing with red pill is operating from a state of courage, fulfillment, and abundance. Again, I would agree with that. Wouldn't even disagree. And the last thing is, give us freedom, okay? To have freedom, yeah? To do as you want to do, okay? And then you put a timeline on what happens on the stages before someone gets to full red pill. He said the first stage is denial. The next stage is anger. The third stage is some of this is you're trying to make it work and understand it. And the fourth stage is depression almost because you realize the truth that this is really it. And the last stage is it is true. You accept the red pill to be the red pill, okay? Yeah. So now I'm gonna read something. I think it goes a bit more deeper again. Yeah, I'm gonna read something to you that as I was researching, this is what I'm just coming across what they've given. Like, do you get me? So blue pill, okay. Yes, the Matrix is about struggles in being or becoming your authentic self. The authors happen to be transgender, yet sought it to apply to everyone living outside of a signed social construct. Okay, never knew that. So blue pill, it says here, this is what most of us were brought up with. To be a man, you understand. Because here's the thing, red pill is really concerned with men and women interactions. They are really concerned with how men deal with women. They want men to be able to be more self-regulated, which I wouldn't disagree with, and to be more focused on their purpose, okay? And then that will bring the women, which I would agree with. It's what happens after that I don't agree with. But let's just read this. It says here for blue pill, trying to follow your blue pill life, you recognize that women do not find you attractive. They would rather date an axe murderer than you, but you have no idea why. You don't understand that axe murderers are hot. If you have wife and children, one day you come home and your wife has brought in a local pimp as a boyfriend, change the locks on your house. You knock on the door, the police arrive and evict you. You knock on the door and the police arrive and evict you, and you never see your children again. She also takes 85% of your income. Your business goes bust because it cannot afford the financial strain, and you end up in jail for defaulting on your child support. Of course, you fight this though, the courts, but you are a man, you lose. There's also a good chance you kill yourself. Now, this is somebody's, I guess, example, right? Now, with the red pill community, this is the extremes, but these do happen to people. Men have gone through examples like this where, yes, okay, they were dating someone or married to someone. Their wife cheated on them with somebody else. Then the wife was, a bit of a witch about it, where she took the kids. Okay, she took the kids, and she took half your money too. Okay, yeah, we know this story happens a lot. Okay, but the problem here is this: labeling it blue pill. That you should unsubscribe from this world. You should unsubscribe from that. Hold on. The first thing is this: nobody's free from being cheated on. And is it only men getting cheated on? Is it only men getting cheated on? Okay. When I look at the national statistics of UK, even right, the amount of women that are filing divorce based on adultery. I'm just talking about adultery. The women are more than the men. Okay, so the women that are filing for, this is UK. I'm not sure about USA. I haven't got the results for that. What I saw from 2008, from the time that they took it, I think from 1970 to 2018, there hasn't been a year, if I'm correct, there hasn't been a year where men have filed for divorce based on adultery more than women. So you can't tell me that this story where the man comes in, he gets the woman cheats on him, and then the woman takes the kids, takes half your money, is always the case. Because the truth of the matter is, bruv, when it comes to adultery, you man them are top in the league. It's almost like saying white people going, yeah, this whole world is made for black people. Every time they've got all the systems on their side. It's always the men who it's always a black people that are always benefiting from the system. I mean, they do get affirmative action, don't they? I mean, it's true, isn't it? Black people can play the race card, isn't it? I mean, they can say nigger, I can't say nigger, and all of a sudden the world is all on my back. Are you dumb? What the red pill community doesn't understand is that you are fighting from a place of privilege. And what you're fighting for isn't more rights. You're fighting for more privilege. And what you're really saying is that we don't support women's rights. Actually, we would rather you women just stay where you are, keep quiet, and we don't want you to have any more rights. Why? Because if you get more rights, you get more power. And if you get more power, then you can do what you can do to us what we did to you. Yeah? And so now what they're seeing is this. That's why they want to go back to old school. I'm kind of skipping ahead. Sorry, because I know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me come back. Let me come back before I go into that. Let me come back. Okay. So with the red pill community, okay, they are, they're very much heavily invested. So if you've just joined us, red pill community, okay, what they are is they seek to educate people, okay, to bring them out of illusions of the female nature. So they want to expose what the real female nature is. That's what red pill is. They want to expose what the real female nature is. Part two of the red pill of this is that they want to bring you to a place where you're no longer in the illusions of the prescribed society. So there are certain things. So for instance, they love people like Donald Trump. Why? Because Donald Trump always goes into what we call deeper state information. So when he says things like COVID is fake, that's a deeper state because the media is saying that COVID is real. Donald Trump is saying, I don't really believe that the COVID is real. That's deeper state of information. That's now going into red pill because you're unsubscribing from what the traditional media is actually saying. What the red pill community want to bring is that they really want you to understand, okay, that they want traditional kind of, I shouldn't say traditional. There is some real psychology to it. Let me be honest with you. There is some real psychology to it. And there are a lot of women that will fit the narrative of the female nature they are describing. So you might have heard this word, hypergamy. Is it hypergamy for you guys? Hypergumi, hamagami, habagumu, whatever you call it, okay? It's hyper something, okay? Hyper whatever, okay? One of the things they explain is women want to date. What they expose is that women date guys according to stature, according to power, according to finances. They want to date up, okay? Yeah, they always want to seek to date up. And in conjunction to what I read in the blue pill, the reason why a lot of these divorces happen from women is that because they're really trying to leave your ass and get with another Boaz. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to leave your ass, okay, and go to another Boaz. That's what they're trying to say. Like, these women are, the reason why these women leave relationships and divorces is because you ain't cutting it no more. You no longer bring enough bread in. You no longer are, you know, the top dog that they look at. They found another top dog. You know what I'm saying? They found another top dog to go and date. So they've left you because you're no longer the top dog. They've seen another one that they can approach and have another relationship with. That's why they leave you. Not because you're bastards. Not because you're cheaters. Not because you don't know how to maintain your home. Not because you don't know how to handle relationships. No, they just wanted to do you dirty. Every single one of them. Yeah? Now, I'm not saying there aren't women out there that are doing men dirty. There are. Okay? There are women out there that are doing men dirty. Let's not play with that. We understand that. But to blame every single woman as trying to do you dirty, as trying to date up, that's why she's leaving you, doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make sense. So here's the thing. So like I said, back to hypergumu, gamu, gama, whatever you call it. Women are dating up. I don't actually have a problem with that. The problem I think what they explain is that women only, and here's the thing they always explain: women can't love you the way that men love you. They say women can't love you the way that a man loves you. Why? Because a woman loves you for what you can do. Okay. What's the problem? I mean, are we not all doing that? I mean, when has a man's love ever been unconditional? When have you ever seen a man that loves a woman unconditionally? I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it. Apart from my big guard upstairs, I ain't never seen a man that loves a woman unconditionally. Because let's be honest, we all have conditions. Yeah? We all have conditions. Yeah? Here's the truth. Here's the truth. When we talk about, especially because a lot of it's to do with sex. So I can't remember the actual terms about the way that we view sex. For instance, when men meet women, okay, they are all about, you know, the physicality, the sex, everything now, right? They're all about the physical aspects of a woman now. The woman will, when she first starts looking at you, you know, intrinsically, looking at you inside first, right? What happens though, as the course of the relationship goes on, psychologically what happens is men become more intrinsic and more focusing on the qualities, the personality of the woman, and then women go the other way. Then they become more concerned with being pleasured and being and making sure that they are catered for in a sense, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, because what's happened is that due to society, women necessarily can't sexualize the man in the same way because they don't have the power to. Men do. So what happens is that as you're gonna, and you notice this, as your relationship goes on, men become, it's just like Hancock all over again. It's like men become weak and women become stronger. As the relationship goes on, women become stronger, men become weaker. Why? Because at the beginning, the man would have had the strength because he could do whatever he wanted. Society, so long as he wasn't married, or so long as he wasn't in a long-term relationship, he kept his emotions intact. He kept his heart intact. He kept everything at bay, right? He focused logically, right? Everything's about him. And as the time of the relationship goes on, he starts to care. That's where his weakness comes in, because now he's got kryptonite, just like Superman. Yeah, Superman on his own, no problem. Get Lois Lane, she's the other kryptonite. You understand? Yeah, she's the other kryptonite because that's a weak point for him. Same with men. Okay, as a relationship goes on, the man becomes weaker. Why? Because now he is subdued. He now submits to the woman, just as the woman submits to him. But he wasn't doing that in the beginning. That's the point. In the beginning, he wasn't submitting. But now he loves her, he submits. This is where Red Pill comes in, because their idea is this: when they submit, they feel weak because they've been hurt in the past. So what's their idea? The idea is that, okay, if we've been hurt in the past by a past woman, because let me be very frank with you, most of the people that I've heard talk about Red Pill, their testimony is like a fake church. It's like the same thing. Everyone's got the same testimony. So their testimonies are pretty much the same anyway. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, I was dating a girl, I was married to a girl. And yeah, I mean, 4 years down the line, she broke my heart. Yeah, she cheated on me. Then when she cheated on me, got herself pregnant with another other guy, you know, all women are bad. All women are bad, and that's the testimony. Every time you hear it as to why most people get into red pill, it's because they got into a relationship, they got cheated on, okay, they got hurt, okay, or the girl left them, and now, yeah, all women are bad. All women are bad. So what happens to the other women that were being cheated on by your other bros? What about all the women that your bros that you know that are players are cheating on women? What about them? What about them? You see, and the whole point is this. They start by saying that men are more logical. Men are less emotional. You're not less emotional. Not if you can't deal with a heartbreak. When a heartbreak happens, you're the first one to now say, I'm not doing relationships again. Who's being emotional now? You see, God never made us. Let me tell you something. God never made a man emotionless. You being emotionless doesn't make you stronger. It makes you stoic. It don't make you stronger. Okay? Now, let me be very, very frank. The world is a scary place out there. Don't get it twisted. All right? But you have to understand, a father who's devoid of emotions can't raise a child up in the right way. A father who cannot access his emotions will not raise a child in the correct way. That child will have issues and problems and deficiencies. You understand? No one's saying that a man shouldn't discipline, a man shouldn't be strong, a man shouldn't lead his home, a man shouldn't provide, a man shouldn't serve. We're not saying that, but let's look at Jesus as a man and what he's supposed to be. But the red community doesn't look at Jesus. No, they rather take quotes of the Bible, but not believe who the Bible's about. That's where the problem comes from. You happy taking quotes that are about truth. You know what I'm saying? I saw a particular thing, and he's talking about obviously John 15 and the truth. The truth will set you free, and the truth. People will persecute you for the truth. Sir, if you're gonna quote the Bible, make sure you know who's a bad. You understand? So here's the thing: because men are not used to accessing their emotions, they are actually the most dangerous. What's emotional? You're clearly not. You're clearly more emotional. The way you're behaving is like a female. You're acting out. You see, so that's where I have a problem. So yeah, sorry about that. So when you let men have this society where they get together and they start thinking like cavemen. They start thinking like cavemen. They go into the whole point of like there is another alpha male coming to club your missus, so you got to be strong and stand. No, bruv, listen, we're in a civilized society, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the truth of the matter is here is that I understand a lot of the stuff that red pills say about psychology and the way that males and females think. There is a lot of truth in it, but it goes too far. It goes too far. And so here we're talking about obviously. Let me just read this out. Oh, so here we're talking obviously about the red pill. I'm gonna read this thing to you guys and just see what he says. It says, at this point, you ask, what did I do wrong? And with any luck, you will get red pilled. Now you see things differently. Instead of centuries of listen to this. Now you see things differently. Instead of centuries of males oppressing females, you understand that in society's eyes, women are more important and always have been. The terms genocentrism and male disposability, my God, male disposability, okay? Women like assertive, dominant, abusive assholes. Now, let me pause there. Let me pause right there. You see, that's the problem. Listen, this little part here was going all right. Listen, it said, women like assertive, dominant. Do you know what? I can rock with the assertive and dominant, yeah? Because let's be honest. Let's really be honest. Women, you like a guy that can take control. You like a guy that's firm. You like a guy that is gonna keep you safe. That when he speaks, you know that it's his word is bond. You like a guy that sets boundaries. You like a guy that is a leader. You know what I'm saying? We know. We've got no problem with that. No problem at all. No problem at all. But the problem is abusive. Women want an abusive asshole. You do see what I'm saying? This is madness. You're telling me your mum who you know. You see, your mum who you know, who raised you, and You're telling me that a woman wants an assertive, dominant, and then you go for this abusive arsehole. So you practice your arsehole skills, PUA, so pickup artist. That is if you think women are worth the time and money, which many think they're not, which is the term mgtow, which is that men go their own way. And instead of spending money on women, you will spend it on yourself. You work out, you build a career, you get ahead, and now you know what women really want to go out and get some commitment. And now you know that women really want to go out and become your partner. So here's the thing. I'm gonna just leave them for that. Part of this red pill thing here, yeah. Let's talk about PUA. PUAs are pickup artists. Yes, I'm going into incel territory. Yes, PUAs are pickup artists. Yeah, they are. This when you see them, I see, and this is the thing about the red pill community that I found interesting. I've grown up around the guys that were playing girls, and I mean these guys are cunning, smart, devilish, just saucy, charming, rude, but yet kind, dangerous guys. Okay, they know how to woo a woman. You understand? When you meet them, they're dangerous. But let me just say something. And I appreciate that as well. Appreciate that comment there. I'll reach on to that as well. Let me just read. So when it comes to the red pill and community and dating, etc., okay, these guys who are PUAs, they were dangerous before they got on. So one of the things I've heard is that they push this whole thing about men get on your purpose, which is great. Get man them, and you guys watched my video where I said obviously men before you enter into a relationship, make sure you get on your purpose. Not a problem. Okay, so men, get on your purpose. Okay, get on your purpose. Fine, but the whole reason of getting onto your purpose is so that you can play gal. The whole reason of the for you to get on your purpose is to still go back and play these girls. Guess what? You ain't left the matrix. You're still in it. Red pill is all about trying to explain the female nature, trying to get man to not rely on women. You're still going there. PUA, you're still going there. You're still, even though you're playing girls, you're still going after these women. You're not exiting the matrix. You're fully in it, and you're swimming in it, mate. You're just swimming in a different way to how you were before. Yeah, that's it. And a lot of these, a lot of the things that they talk about, even when they're talking about picking up these chicks. Listen, let me be very honest with you. If a girl knows what she wants, this is what I'm saying to you, ladies. Listen to me very carefully, ladies. Please know what you want. Know what you need. Please know what you want. Because when you know what you want, when these guys who are red pill, PUAs, who are absolute demons, yeah, okay, when they come, you exit them quick. Because I was reading and I'm not even against this guy. There's a guy called AMS, okay, and I know one of the girls did a whole blog site on him and saying basically she exposed the fact, okay, this guy, and he said it himself anyway, like he will have a date with you, yeah, and in that date, what he's trying to do is trying to get your mind to think about sex. He's trying to get you to a sexual point of view. So, after first date, maybe a second date, he's trying to get you to the mindset of, I want to get into bed. Now, listen here. Listen here. If you're not about the sex thing, ladies, if you're focused on a relationship, focus on a relationship. You understand? You don't give up the punani. You don't give up the secret garden. You don't give up the sex until, you understand, you get what you need. You remember I told you? PEW. Position, expectation, wants. This is why I'm saying to you, be very careful of the guys who are coming fast. Because they're coming fast. You understand? Yeah, they're coming fast. And they're coming for your panties. They ain't coming for your mind. The point of the matter, what I'm saying to you is this. He's doing what he's playing the game. He wants to get these chicks, right? He wants to get these girls. Him along with the rest of any community who want to do this thing. They want to get girls. So here what they do. Listen to this. They're still blue pilling. I don't care what they say. You're still blue pilling. If, yeah, listen to what I'm saying. If, yeah, you are upskilling yourself, making yourself better, everything like that, blah, 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 to ignore a marriage and to ignore a stable relationship, but you want to, unless you're becoming a nun, you are still succumbing to the fact that the woman is needed in some shape or form. Whether you sexing, whether you just want the one date, whatever you're calling it, you're still succumbing to the fact that you need this woman to do something. Do you see what I'm saying? So you never exited. You're still in the matrix. And you know what I'm saying? You know, as Christians, we say, listen, look, as Christians, we say this. You're still in the matrix because you still haven't given your life to Christ. Because you're still succumbing to your need and your urge. Yeah? Your urge is, I want to have sex. So, okay, fine. I'll upskill myself. I'll be better. I'll chase my purpose. But when I do that, I know what happens. Women will be attracted to me. Okay, fine. But you're still in the matrix, bro. Because you still had to yield to the fact that you got an urge. You're still in the matrix, fully. You know what I'm saying? Fully. The reason why a lot of these PUAs, okay, can say, obviously, I don't text gal or, you know, I don't this, it's because they got 4 or 5 other girls coming along the way. Listen, they always had 4 or 5 other girls coming along the way. Let me be frank with you. Let me be frank with you. Listen, I know guys, they don't have money, but the game is strong. When you meet them, you can sense there is some specialness about them, bro. You understand? They don't even got money. So now, if they decide, if they got their money and they were now on a, let's say, a YouTuber or you know, or best author or seller or whatever, they will do the exact same thing. The PUAs are doing what they were doing beforehand. There's nothing new. They were picking up chicks before. They had a girl after them before. Ain't nothing changed, man. Most of them, nothing has changed. You understand? Nothing has changed because they were like that already. Now, obviously, yes, some people obviously have been really hurt, and that's what's forced them into red pill. That's what's forced them into the reality of truth that all women are the same. All women want just for your money. All women just want you just to upskill. All women want to climb the ladder. All women want the top 20% of men. That's another thing they're even talking about. That all women are really wanting the top 20% of men. Let me be frank with you. All men are looking for the top 20 of women percent as well. So where do we go? Who's free from this? Nobody's free. Let's be very frank here. Let's be very frank here. No. Let's really be frank here. Let's really be honest to ourselves. If you can get the top 20% of a guy, yeah, would you not go out for it? Yes. Okay. If I'm a guy and I can get the top 20% of, I would go for it. Why would I not go for it? If I can get better, why would I not go for it? Listen, if I had more money, why would I not go for it? Imagine, listen, you got £400,000 to buy a £400,000 house. Now, if I had £500,000, wouldn't I say I can go for? Wouldn't I say, you know, wouldn't I say that I can go after the £500,000 house if I could afford it? The point is, the truth of the matter is, if we could all do better or want better, we would try and do get better. Let's be honest. No, it's not men or women. Both parties are doing it, looking for the better partner. If they imagine, if you've got a partner now, then you can imagine it's even better. But imagine this now. You know, you're dating a normal guy who makes good money, stable, smart, intelligent, loving, all of that stuff. Yeah, and man, them you think about the ladies who are smart, intelligent, beautiful, etc. If now, yeah, if now, if now, let's say Anthony Joshua, you know, the bronze bomber, what's his name, you know, I'm thinking Idris Elba, yeah, comes to you. Now, many women would be excited. Oh, did the volume go down? Oh, why did the volume go down? Oh, I don't know why. Is the volume back, guys? Hey, what the red community, the red pill community trying to do me dirty, baby. Let's make sure. Hold on. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Is it all right? Is it back? Is it back? Is it back? Are we back? Uh-uh. What is going on? The red community are coming for me different, cuz. Are we okay? Are we back? Ah! Nothing. I haven't done nothing, you know. Ah! Let me see side. Let me see side. Let me see side. Let me see side. Let me see that. Let me see side. Let me see side. Hold on. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Am I back? Battery's at 4%. I don't know what's going on. Can you not hear me? Oh my God. What is going on? Ah, I've not done nothing different, you know. The devil is a liar. Okay, hold on, hold on. Let me put some headphones in. I'm gonna put some headphones in. Maybe that will help. Let's see. What? What? We're back. We're back. Oh, you see, they're trying to take me out, but we're gonna come strong. You understand? They're trying to take me out, but we're coming strong. Ah, we have to come back strong. We have to come back strong. All right, listen, 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 listen. Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Because I don't know where we were now. You understand? Oh, Okay, it sounds like you're on a speakerphone. Oh, I don't know what happened. You know, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It just went. It went all fuzzy. A Red Pill trying to get me still. All right, cool. So what were we talking about? We were talking about obviously exiting the matrix. Like, all right. So what was I saying? So the whole point is this. Look, you know, with everybody wants to get better than what they want to get. You know what I mean? You know, everybody would love to get better than they could get. And so I understand. I do understand the fact that people want to have more. You know, that's men and that is women. You know, it's not just it's not just the women that want this. Do you know what I'm saying? It's men too. You feel me? But yeah, the PUAs, okay, they are pickup artists. They want to pick up people. This is the whole point. They're not here to maintain a relationship. They're not here to maintain a relationship. I'm using a phone, guys. Using a phone, but we're lagging. Okay, okay. Hold on 2 seconds. Hold on 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Guys, I'm gonna do it on my laptop because I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go on my laptop. The quality is not as great, but I'm gonna do it on my laptop. Okay, so we're gonna be back in 2 seconds. I'm gonna come back because I think this I don't know what's going on, but the devil's moving different for me. You understand? We're gonna come back in 2 seconds. All right, cool.